Ramblin' Man, moto, on the road again. What am I doing on this ride? Earlier in the week, while I was out of town, I received the Aerostich lightweight 81 pants that I had ordered. If you missed the previous updates, I had bought their regular weighted pants used off eBay and gave them a brief test run. I had some pocket challenges with those. Those didn't come with hip armor, and they were, heavier than the lightweight. This is my initial ride with the lightweight pants, and underneath them I'm wearing a pair of LL Bean hiking pants. The reason I wanted these, one was the lighter weight. Two were the pockets. The pockets are a different setup than the other pants, and I have my iPhone, I think that's a 15 Pro Max, in the left pocket, and it's fitting without being too tight. And those used pants, I don't know what year those used pants were made, but I don't know if the design changed, but the iPhone was really, really tight. I acknowledge that could be my weight. I've been losing some weight, so maybe they're looser because I've lost some weight. It took about, I'd have to double check, but I think it took about 4 to 5 weeks to get these pants after I ordered them. They custom make them. Woo! Custom made from head to toe. A little Ric Flair reference there.
Now, I can't help it that I'm custom made. I can't help it that I look good, smell good, woo, can dance all night long. I can't help it.
They custom make the pants to order, so that's 4 to 5 week delay. That truck may have not thought that horn was warranted, but you may disagree. So they do warn you on these pants, on the tags and on their website, that these are not to be considered your safety equipment riding gear, that they're to be worn over complete street ready clothing, which is interesting because you buy them as ride over pants specifically so you can take them off when you get to where you're going. And I think the lawyers probably told them to put that there. They are textile pants, and we buy textile pants to ride in. And what is this? Everybody in the middle of the road. So I am not wearing my usual riding clothing on the pants underneath. These, I'm considering them the riding pants. And the reason is because lots of people online who have had falls and slides have said they stood up just fine and did not even go to the skin underneath. So it's a calculated gamble. Now they also have knee pads that were adjustable. One of the things I noticed about the used pants were they weren't adjustable, and I noted that the company said they were adjustable. Well, this design on the new pants with the Velcro is much different. It's a long strip of Velcro, and you can move the knee pad up and down based on getting it right for you, which is what I've done. The other pants that I bought used off eBay, an older design, had like pretty much a fixed location for the knee. I will probably be putting those up for sale at some point because I don't think I'm going to keep them. Even though I got them for like whatever, half price off new, maybe a little more. I just don't think I'd wear them that often. They're black, they're heavier. Pockets I didn't really care for, but they might be a great fit for somebody else. Here today it's 80 degrees, muggy, humid, and I can't go out riding too long because I got stuff to do at home, and it's a late afternoon. There's severe thunderstorm coming in a couple of hours, but I can ride around a little bit, get a feel for them. I don't think I'm going to be changing today out on the road. I spent much of the past week in Florida on work. We flew into Fort Lauderdale and spent time in Ball Harbor, Florida, and then flew home. And had to catch up on a lot of house stuff, personal and projects. You know, on the pants, you know, keeping in mind I have, you know, hiking pants underneath that they're, you know, they're pants, and then these override pants. When you first sit down, you got to do a little adjustment, make sure you get everything comfortable. But now that I'm on the bike, very comfortable, not even thinking about the pants. The time that I almost overheated at that trip that made me start taking the heat riding more seriously, I was wearing vented, heavier pants. They were vented. It's not the word I'm looking for. What's the word I'm looking for? Like with these. God, it's right at the tip of my tongue. Not vented. What's the word I'm looking for? Ventilated. That's not the word. A word. It starts with an S, I think. I'm looking for. Anyhow, you know, they. The hot air was just hitting my body, and the thinking here is that you're a little more insulated, and then when you get where you're going, you can strip them off. Those pants I had they were mesh pants, and they were very heavy because of the inner liner, and I don't know that I'm going to keep those pants either, unfortunately. You know, I hate selling stuff like this used because it takes a long time to find somebody looking for that brand and your size. And then the shipping on these things is, I don't know, it's just annoying. I'm trying to figure out, you know, estimate what it's going to cost to ship them. But I don't see myself wearing those really again. They're so heavy. They're not comfortable. It's actually lighter to wear one of my other riding pants that are not mesh. It seems to be bad driver day out here. All right, I'm just leaving where I flew the drone.